Jungkook, his voice made him stop. I turned immediately and saw Tae coming closer. He stopped in front of me, and I waited for Tae to say something, but I want to hear. I'll be ready at the evening to go home, they said, and my eyes were lighted up with the happiness. I'll be back soon to take you, I said, and they nodded with a smile. Take care, they said, and I nodded. I walked out of the house and they followed me. I saw him standing in the door. His eyes were fixed on me and I went to the car. I sat in and kept looking at him, who was waving bye to me. I waved bye to Tae and started the car with a smile. Driving back to the office, my lips were smiling. I really enjoyed spending time with him and his family. I liked teasing him, the way they react on his sudden hold. His wrinkled tiny fingers and hand were tangled with my hand. The warmth of his palm against mine was beyond something that's strange between us. His blush, lurid eyes, his lips were going again and again under his teeth, his shyness, his whisper, everything I was finding beautiful. His every act were pulling me to him more. All the way to the office, my mind and my heart was busy to thinking about him. As I stepped to the office, my employees were stirred up and shocked. What? Can't I come to my office? I asked, and they were still standing shocked. Come on, people, I'm married and not have that resigned from my work, I said, and went to the cabin. I started doing my work, the presentation, and to give me the blueprints, everything I was looking and arranging. You won't stop, right? I looked up at the voice and saw Yoongi standing at the door of my cabin in black shirt and black jacket. He was looking handsome. My brother. I smiled, and he narrowed his eyes at me. He stepped in and sat in front of me. I thought it would be with Taehyung, but how I forget that Mr. Workaholic can't stay away from his office. Seriously, I was with him. I just came back to check some details, I answered, and he nodded. I think you should go to pick him, or should move home because the weather is not good, Yoongi said, and I removed the curtains to look out. He was right. Weather was not really good. This time January was going to bring rain, the first rain of winter, and I thought to smile. Rain was always my favorite weather, but usually here didn't get much rain. But I was happy that the winter god was going to bless us with rain. I'm going. You better come home soon, Yoongi said while going out. I nodded and just kept looking at the cloudy sky for some time. Going back again to the file, I checked everything important and then started taking my car and mobile. It was already 5 o'clock. I had to go to pick Taehyung, I thought, and went out of my office. I'm going. Make sure that won't be anything strict in that presentation. I instructed my PA and went out for the parking area. Rain started. The clouds were pouring small drops of rain. I was about to turn the car and my mobile rang. Yes, I answered the call. Where are you, Jungkook? Mom's voice appeared. Coming, Mom. I'm going to take Taehyung, I answered, and start the car. Have you seen the weather? Let him stay there tonight. Come home. Mom said and cut the call, but my car was stopped with a flick. What did Mom say? Let him stay. I kept looking at my mobile and was trying to understand what Mom said. No, my heart and mind shout together. I start redialing Mom's number. Yeah, Mom, hello, I said as she picked up the call. Holding the steering wheel tightly with my left hand, I leaned forward. What I was saying, Mom, I paused to take a deep breath. Rain is not so fast. I can go to pick him, and he must be waiting for me, I said, and look at the road. We're going wet with rain. No worry, Jungkook. I called there to inform him. I told her to stay there, as it's good not to travel in the rain. Mom said it make me sad. Now hurry up, drive home, Mom said, and I cut the call. All the beauty of the rain and the weather were lost to me. The rain I was hunting for the first time. I drove back home, and yes, Mom was right. As the rain got heavier, and I flashed, it created that wave of cold stronger. I stopped the car on the porch and come out. I saw my siblings were standing waiting for me. What are you all doing here? Waiting for our brother-in-law. Jimin answered and I shook my head. I didn't go to pick him. I answered and stepped in the house. I fell on the sofa and closed my eyes. Only their thoughts were running my mind, blocking my sense and thoughts. I don't know how much time I keep lying there. Son, you okay? Mom's voice made me open my eyes. Son, you okay? Mehak asked and looked at Jungkook, who just all on the sofa and was in the same state for the last 15 minutes. His siblings were also noticing him. His eyes were closed, but they could see that he was in deep thought. This was the first time he didn't seem happy about the rain. He was crazy for rain. And now, he was laying with closed eyes, not interested in rain. That was weird. I'm fine, Mom, answered Jungkook. So, how was your day with Taehyung's family? Mehak asked while running her finger in his hair. He lay down, putting his head on her lap. She smiled and started running her finger in her hair. Again, his eyes again closed down. Mehak looked up at the other girls with a question in her eyes. They shrugged their shoulder as they didn't know the reason for Jungkook's silence. Mehak was aware of Jungkook's craziness about rain. He used to play in the rain in winter, but now it was all silent and also not looking at the grass wall, closing that showing rain to him. Taehyung. Suddenly, Jiho's voice and slipped tongue said, Huh? Where is he? Jungkook got up immediately, looking around to find him. Every eye moved to Jungkook, who was looking for Taehyung. Mehak hid her smile as she got to know that why her son was not liking the weather today. Jungkook narrowed his eyes at him and got up immediately. Jimin looked down to hide his smile as he could see how his brother was missing his wife. Cook, are you missing Tae? Jimin asked, but Jungkook didn't answer him and went to the room, slamming the door harder. All burst into a laughter as John came into the hall on the voice of their laugh. What happened? Grandpa, Cook is missing our sweet brother-in-law. Job answered, and grandfather joined them. Your father was the same. He couldn't even stay far away from your mother. When we took her with once. Grandfather said and looked at Mehak and John. Of course, Dad. I can't live without my life. John answered, making Mehak shy. John, they're kids. Mehak tried to stop him, but he held her hand. So what? They should know how much their father loved their mother, John said, and they all clapped. I can't. Your love story is awesome, John Appa, and I will be like you, Yoongi said and came forward. He hugged them one by one and all smiled. Thi, Yuki, Mama asked and I nodded. We all were on the dining table, but I was lost in him, in his thoughts. At lunch, he was here so close to me that I could feel his fragrance, and now my heart was feeling sad. All excitement was faded when I came to know that he is not coming to take me. I was crazy for rain, but for the first time, I was not liking it because I was far from him, only because of this rain. Don't tell me you're missing Jungkook, don't you? A whisper I received from my younger sister. I nugged my arm in her stomach and I stopped, but she giggled. I smiled too and just kept playing with my meal. What happened to Taehyung? Why are you not eating? Appa asked before I answered. Rose spoke. He's missing his handsome husband, he replied, and my eyes were winded. How can she say that in front of Appa? I felt embarrassed. I looked at Appa who smiled looking down. And so did Mama. I narrowed my eyes at her, who giggled. It's not like that. Shut up, Rose, I said and drank the water. We finished our meal and went to our rooms. Really, he was becoming my happiness. His presence was something I was missing around me. Jungkook, I called him and my hand reached to the window to feel the rain. Maybe mobile started ringing and I turned to it. I thought for a minute and then turned to it. I know who might be there on the other side. Hello? As I received the call, Taehyung, his voice and I felt my heart was jumping. I was roaming restless in the room. In just 2 days, in just a simple 2 days, I feel so addicted to him. His presence around me, in my room, and was everything I was missing. I look at my room, which was looking so empty without him. I look at our circular bed and smile thinking about the 2 nights we spent together. I went to change in my sleeping and took my pillow as I remember for changing room. Look at the bed, I lay down on the couch and covered myself with blanket. Time passed and I tried to sleep but no sleep. I was feeling so strange. This is the same old room, everything was there. Still, I'm missing him. Running my fingers in my hair, I look at my mobile and start dialing his number. The ring was going and I was impatiently waiting for Tae to pick up. Hello? His voice appeared, making me more restless. Taehyung, as I took his name and my lips were smiled. Silence a few seconds, we both just keep listening, each other breath. I'm sorry, I couldn't come, I said going to the glass wall of the room. I was waiting. His reply made me smile and happiness. I know, but the weather is... I stopped and wait for Tae to say something. I'll come tomorrow to take you, I said and smiled. Her hair is spangled, playing with your hairs. I asked, and I could imagine the hairs would tangle his beautiful fingers. You didn't sleep yet? They asked, and I could imagine his pink cheeks. Because you're not here, I answered, but they was quiet on the answer. I bet you're shy, you would be looking more beautiful with blush. I said, imagining the blush. I am that they were sheltering and I was enjoying the weather as I looked at the poured drops of water and I asked, No, they replied. Missing me, I asked and my heart was jumping on my own question. Taehyung answered me. I asked again and he didn't say anything. It's too late. We should sleep now. They said, without you, how? I teased him. Good night. They cut the call and I laughed. Good night, I said and walked back to the couch.